Okay, it's Thursday, so that means a drought update, and some recent rain has really made an impact, but unfortunately not everywhere. Chief Meteorologist Nick Bannin now joining us for a comparison.
Yeah, so we had some storms last week and we had a few over the weekend, and then we've basically gone hot and dry ever since for the most part. So while we have had some improvements, I think we're probably going to start seeing things going back the other way and worsening as we look at next week's drought update. But for now, we can enjoy the fact that no places got worse and some places got better. This is last week's drought report, and you can see what happened this week. We saw an erosion of drought, which is an improvement in parts of Lampasas County and Milam County. And also more of our eastern counties saw improvement with only the slightest little shaving off of portions of extreme drought in parts of Travis and Williamson County. The rest of us did not get any worse, but we did not get any better. And I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing things worsening here next week. The reason is not much rain in what is a very wet month on average for us. No rain today. This month we've had about 1 1/3 inches of it. Now almost 1 inch of a rainfall deficit month to date. And we're now looking at a 3 1/3 inch rainfall deficit year to date. And that continues to grow very quickly. Here's the thing. Once May ends, we see way less rain in June, although June is still one of our wetter months, usually the first half of the month. And then July is usually one of our driest months of the year. So this is why we count on May's rain so much. And if we don't get it, then our drought worsens more considerably, because it's sort of baked in that we typically get some rain, some healthy rain in May. And if we don't, then we'll see just worsening of it be fairly rapid here over the coming weeks, I expect. This heat is not helping either. Evaporation, and then the breeze helps to evaporate the water that we do have even more. We're at 98 right now in Austin from our downtown Austonian weather camera there looking at the Capitol. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit triple digits for the high today when we get our final numbers in within the next hour to hour and a half. So 98 now for us. We still have this southeasterly breeze off of the Gulf pumping in plenty of moisture, although the dew point, the humidity, slightly lower than it was this time yesterday. Still plenty hot. And we'll be still plenty hot at 8 tonight, with many of us still in the low 90s. Then 80s turn into mid 70s to begin your Friday morning. So another warm, humid start to the day. We'll head for 90 by midday, and then we think we'll just about hit 100 again tomorrow. Tomorrow may actually be slightly more humid at times than today, pushing those feels like temperatures above 105. We do think temperatures come down a little bit on Saturday, but not by much. Brand new heat advisory issued since our last update for you for Travis, Hayes, Caldwell, Bastrop, and Fayette counties for tomorrow afternoon into the early evening. It's in these areas that we could feel like 105 to 110 when you factor in the heat and humidity. At least we're seeing a little rain outside now. Not that it's going to do anything for our drought, but we'll take what we can get. There's one sort of healthier shower moving through northwestern Williamson County, heading in the general direction of Florence. No lightning with this at this point, but we'll take a little shower here and there. Rain chances less than 10% tonight. We'll fill in a lot of low clouds again tomorrow morning before that mixes out to reveal a mix of sun and clouds by midday and tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow's rain chances are higher, but still only 20% of the area getting rain and storms. And you can see the development beginning 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon in the hill country. Some of these storms may briefly be strong, or even an isolated severe storm not out of the question here as we get into the early evening. But storm coverage generally staying well north of Austin, even into tomorrow night. A few storms possible before rain chances drop. Saturday starts with clouds again. The clouds give way to a sun-cloud mix. There's actually even higher rain and storm chances as we get into late Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening, but still favoring areas northwest and north of Austin, although higher rainfall coverage on Saturday gives us at least some optimism. So increasing clouds tonight down to 75, a less than 10% rain chance. And then rain chances up to 20% tomorrow. Clouds giving way to a mix of sun and clouds and a high of 100. There is a severe weather risk tomorrow. It's low. It's a 1 out of 5 for parts of Williamson, Burnett, Lampasas, and Milam counties. Large hail and damaging wind would be our primary concern, but the severe weather risk Saturday is higher. It's actually a 2 out of 5 for parts of the hill country and a 1 out of 5 for more areas in the rest of the hill country. Large hail, damaging wind, the primary threats again. So rain chances up to 30% now for Saturday with a high of 99. Those chances drop to just 10% Sunday and a high of 98. Certainly much of you will stay dry here this weekend, but we'll have to watch that Saturday evening storm threat closely. It may end up providing even more of us some rain. Still, not everybody's going to get rain here this weekend, and then those chances dropping to 10% Sunday, Monday. They do go up to 20% Tuesday, and some welcome relief coming with a cold front, knocking the high temperatures down into the low 90s, overnight lows in the 60s. That's not cool, but it's cooler than we have been.